Hi guys, thanks for checking the video out. So this video I'm going to briefly talk about how I did in my round last week. You might be able to tell by the look on my face, not very good. So I played at Teignmouth Golf Club last week. It was a Devon PGA event. Wasn't overly prepared. We went to Wentworth, or me and Mark went to Wentworth to see TaylorMade. We were going to play, but unfortunately didn't end up playing. So I'd kind of factored that in. That was going to be my playing time before the Thursday, and as I didn't play, felt a little underprepared. So been busy the last 2 weeks. No excuse really. It's meant to be part of my job, but yeah, a little underprepared. But what it did, and I did something real. Made 2 cardinal errors this week. Let's get the score up. Ugh, horrible, disgusting score. 2 cardinal errors. First one, every birdie I made, I bogeyed the following hole, and I did it sloppily as well, which was even more infuriating. So really a massive momentum killer that right there, and made 3 very nice birdies. Should have made a couple others, but made 3 really good birdies, and then to throw poor bogeys in straight after, like I say, no excuse, momentum killer, really gonna set you off into a bad sort of spiral. So yeah, that was one thing. And the second bit was the start. I mean, it was a start riddled with errors, and what it meant was I was over par from the get-go, and I'm standing on, I think, about 5 or 6, and I'm already chasing the round. And first tee shot, par 5. A few weeks back, I think I played at Tiverton, and I hit it out of bounds on the first, so I was kind of aware of that. Tried to hit 3-iron, but hedging down the right-hand side. But there's a bunker, sort of in. If you sort of turned over a 3-iron and went into the area, there was actually a bunker there. So I I've hit 3-iron for safety, but then I've kind of forgotten why I had it out. So I've then tried to hit quite a hard draw off of the right. Absolutely ripped this 3-iron, but it didn't draw. Finds the hedge, and that's such a schoolboy mistake, because what I've done is I've tried a kind of, well, I don't want to go there, I don't want to go there, I don't want to go there, and then kind of think I'm making a decision, and I'm really not. I mean, it was quite a simple one. You either hit 3-iron, take the hedge out of play, or hit driver and you carry the bunker. Or I carry a 3-wood. So I'm trying to manipulate something. It was very much one, I've decided I'm going to hit 3-iron, but then as I'm walking up to the ball, I'm sort of bolting on other things I'm going to do with it. Quite a silly mistake. I think it's an easy one to make on the first. I think again, through the lack of playing, if I'd hit driver a few times and realised I was actually hitting it pretty good, it would have been a no-brainer. I'd have just hit driver to start with. But again, that comes back to the preparation. But yeah, bad start, and then get the birdie on the third, so starting to feel a bit better. 4, I'm in the middle of the fairway, pins on the back. It's a little downhill, and it's so easy to go long. And what I did was, I'm in between clubs, but I'm using the back yardage. So the pin, I've got about 140 yards. I've got to be using the middle. So then if I make the mistake, I either come up short, as in I get too safe, or I actually get it slightly wrong, and that's the one I hit close. But instead I used this back pin, kind of went with the soft club, but kind of leant on it a bit. So by leaning on, what I mean is like pushing the shaft forward and de-lofting it, fly it over the back. Just dead, absolutely dead. And I've hit a fairway, and I've hit this shot flush over the top of the pin. It's just like kind of being over aggressive. Just made the birdie, so you could say I'm trying to make another one, and I'm trying to get back the mistake I'd already made. All of a sudden, cancel out the birdie. Next hole, the pin's tucked away. I then miss it on the right. Get a poor lie, granted, but just impossible to get up and down. So again, you sometimes look at your scores, and again, you look at it with emotion. You try and judge it with emotion, when actually when you look back, missing greens in the wrong place, making the wrong decisions, so I'm hitting half decent shots, hitting it in the trouble. All of these things are going to add up to a bad score, and it's nothing to do with what you've done on the range, it's nothing to do with your swing, it's actually sort of your thinking, your processing before you hit the shot. So that was the last round of the year, so hopefully I'll go away and work a bit now over the Christmas period, going into sort of February, and then I'll come back stronger. But yeah, just a real frustrating day. Did some nice work with the putter as well on Sam's on our putt lab, so I actually putted a bit better. I mean, it certainly felt better, felt more under control. So frustrating to shoot a score like I did, 7 over, when I've actually taken a golf game that was half decent. And to the guy that doesn't play that often, maybe a weekend golfer, it's so easy for that to happen, and like you ruin the round before you start. So I hope you can learn from this, really try and take it on board and just really concentrate on what you're trying to do, especially in those early stages. Don't let the round go before it's even begun. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Keep the questions coming. I hope to catch you soon.